Hi guys, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. We're here with this week's empties. I did a pretty decent job. Of course, I followed the melting challenge for some days as well. So if you're interested in seeing what I warmed through and what I thought about it, then please stay tuned. Okay guys, so I think I kind of have everything in order. I have my melting challenge stuff already organized, and then I just got to get out my other things. And look y'all, yes, I finished my first candle. All right, so we'll start with the non-melting challenge stuff first. Okay, I have two clamshells from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. One is from the zucchini bread sampler, and I think one is from the bakery sampler. So the first one is the Ultimate Bakery, which is ultimate sugar cookie cupcakes at Tiffany's, birthday cake, and fresh baked bread. And this one is really pretty. So to me, this smelled like a nice chocolate cake. Like, I think the cupcakes at Tiffany stood out the most. Probably more than anything else. Like, it was heavy on the cupcakes at Tiffany's, a little bit of sugar cookie, a little bit of birthday cake, and I didn't really get too much of a bread note from this, but I did enjoy it. If you like chocolate, scents, and wax, this is a good one. I don't know if I need this one like again, but I did enjoy this one. Now this one I want more of, and this is banana nut caramel maple zucchini bread. Now I was hesitant on this one because banana is like iffy for me. And also, I don't really care a ton for maple and wax. I find it to be like sickeningly sweet. But this was so good. I got the caramel and zucchini bread the most, with hints of the banana nut and the maple in the background. And this was bready to me. Like, I love this. I hope that Jennifer brings this back in the future. And if so, I would love to have this in a tub. That's how much I enjoyed this. This one surprised me because, like I said, I'm not a big banana girl, y'all. I can do it sometimes, but it's got to be the right banana. And that banana did not smell runty. It smelled very authentic. And both of those I warmed in my bedroom as nighttime melts. So, next I finished Better Homes and Gardens Wild Lavender and Linen, which is lavender, linen, herbs, cotton blossom, and fruit. I warmed this in my bathroom. I love this scent. I have I think just line dried linen, but I really think this is my favorite. This is the perfect bathroom scent. Honestly, if I never warmed anything else in my bathroom but this, I would be okay with that. It's so pretty and so strong. Like, one cube lasts for days and days for me. So I definitely need to pick up some more of this because I don't have any more in my collection at the moment, but this is always a repurchase for me. Okay, next we have Bigfoot from Britta's. This was gifted to me by Miss Terry in friend mail, and this is banana walnut cake, Danish butter cookies, and sugar cookie. And I actually like this. It only lasted for about 4 hours, but this was a nice banana scent. It was not too runty. I appreciate Terry like sharing some banana scents with me so I can kind of figure out the type of banana that I do prefer and the type of banana that I don't prefer. And this one is really nice. So I definitely got the banana walnut cake as well as the Danish butter cookies, and a little bit of the sugar cookie. So this was a nice one. Now, while it didn't last more than 4 hours, it was really strong for those 4 hours. So I would consider getting this again in the future. Okay, and then the last empty that I have that is not from the melting challenge is a candle. And this is Pumpkin Apple from Bath and Body Works. And the scent notes are red delicious apple, fall pumpkin, fresh ground cinnamon, and clove buds. And this was nice. I'm going to be honest. I got this because I heard this was supposed to be a dupe for Cider Mill. And y'all are not going to hear me say this often, but I think Scentsy did a much better job at this scent. Either that or my nose has changed and I do not love this as much as I used to. I'm not sure which one. Also, this one was on the softer side. It was not as strong as I would have liked for it to have been, which I feel like it's on par for Bath and Body Works candles, but it was a nice background scent. I did chop this candle I have 2 other candles that I chopped, but I did decide going forward that I think I'm just going to warm them under a candle lamp and either pair them with my wax, or as my wax fizzles out, I will warm a candle. So that's kind of what I settled on. I know y'all, I was back and forth and all over the place with it. And that's kind of what I decided. But this one is nice. Not one that I would pick up again, though. It was just, you know, it was okay. All right. And then I got one empty from my husband. He warmed through a bag of chunks from Noel's Farm Scents and Holiday Truffle, which was raspberry, white chocolate, pecan, butter, brown sugar, vanilla, and toffee. He said that he liked this, and it was a strong performer in his office. Okay, now on to what I warmed from the melting challenge. Let me pull up the form. Okay, so starting on the 6th, the 6th was stop procrastinating and melt something you keep pushing aside. And so I picked this wax cake from Southbound in pumpkin season. I've had this since last year, and I put it in my melting basket last year, didn't melt it, put it in this year, and I just really wasn't feeling it. And so I melted on this day. I thought, what better day? And this is pumpkin butter, vanilla bean, pretzel, honeyed graham cracker, pumpkin pie, toasted marshmallow, and smoked woods. Now, y'all, you would think this would be something that I would love. I did not like this at all. There was like this weird off note, and I don't know. I think it was a mixture of the smoked woods and that honeyed graham cracker. I will never pick this up again. It just did not jive with my nose at all, and it was on the lighter side. Thank God. This one is just not for me. Graham cracker is kind of hit or miss for me in wax. Now Rachel has another scent. What's it called? I don't remember. But it's like a salty s'mores and graham crackers kind of scent, and that one is beautiful. This one, absolutely not. Okay, on the 7th, we had Grandparents' Day, melt something old. And so I warmed this. This is gifted to me by my girl, Miss Candace from Wax to Love. And this is I Heart Carbs. And I knew that this was an older scent because Travis has since changed his shape. So I said, well, this is the perfect day. Excuse my dog making all the noise. So I warmed I Heart Carbs, which is sugar cookie dough, fresh baked bread, and vanilla custard. And I really enjoyed this scent. I've had it. I've already warmed through a loaf of it. So I already knew what it smelled like. And this is just his sugar cookie dough bread, which I believe is Amish friendship bread, zucchini bread, and maybe like sugar cookie. And then the fresh baked bread and the vanilla custard just made it even more of a bready, doughy type scent. If you like that, I recommend it. I would definitely pick it up again, probably in a tub, not a loaf. But I did enjoy this, and I was glad to have more of it to use. So thank you to Miss Candace. Okay, next on the 8th. Bookworm, melt a bee scent or one you'd like to smell while reading. And so I chose to mix these 2 scents. And this one was gifted to me by Miss Terry. This is blueberry pumpkin pecan waffles, which is blueberries blended with pumpkin pecan waffles and cream. And then I mixed that with blueberry cobbler zucchini bread from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. And I melted these together in my open concept. Now I will say I think the blueberry cobbler zucchini bread was a stronger performer than this, but they did blend together nicely. Pumpkin pecan waffles, I'm starting to feel like it's just one of those, like I think I ordered so much of it when I first started because it was a scent that I knew I loved and I was scared to try anything else. And now it's a bakery scent that I like on occasion, but it's just not something I have to have in wax anymore. It is nice blended with blueberry though. Now this blueberry cobbler and zucchini bread, absolutely delightful. Jennifer, I need you to bring this back so that I can get a tub of it because I loved it. Her blueberry cobbler is authentic. Her blueberry smells fresh, sweet, like fresh, plump, juicy, sweet blueberries mixed in with that cobbler note. And then that zucchini bread. It was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. That was on the 8th. On the 9th. The 9th was melt a party wax. And so I melted Date Night from Everything Vice. This was gifted to me by Miss Terry and Friend Mail. And this was Raspberry Blossom and Viva La Juicy. And this just seemed like a cute scent to warm for like if you're, is it showing up, y'all? Can y'all see? Yeah, okay. Y'all see, look, I put the day And I put, like, if I got something from somebody, I put their name, and then for the day that I melted this, I put the day of the month, because otherwise I won't remember. I thought this was a pretty scent. It was like a nice medium. It was perfumey. Like, it really gave the vibes of you're going out for a night on the town or out for a night with your boo. So to me, party. Look, I'm mid-30s. This is the most partying I'm doing. And I really enjoyed it. It was very pretty. Very, very pretty. So I would consider getting that one again. And it lasted a pretty good amount of time. On the 10th, pick a sapphire blue wax for the September birthstone. And so I picked this brittle from Nose Farm Scents in Cozy Evenings. And this was Leaves, Beach Evenings, and Comfort. And this was from August of 2024. And so this was kind of like a Leaves, Beach Nights type blend. I would have never thought to put those two together, but they did go together nicely. This was a pretty background scent. It was not super, super strong, but I could smell it. I did enjoy it. I don't know if it's one that I like absolutely need more of, but I did enjoy warming this. On the 11th, it said melt something to honor those lost. And so this scent is from Rainbow Melts, and it's called Red, White, and Blue. And so I melted that because I felt like it went with the theme. And Red, White, and Blue is apple pie, blueberry cobbler, and vanilla ice cream. This was heavy on the apple pie, and it is like a spicy apple pie. To me, more spice than apple or pie or even sweetness. And then you get a little bit of that blueberry cobbler and that vanilla ice cream in the background. For as spicy as this was on the lighter side. And I don't think it's one that I need again. It was okay. It wasn't anything that wowed me. All right, and then the last scent is Pumpkin Beach Party from Second and Spruce. And this is Beach Party, which is her version of Beach Nights, pumpkin, frosting, and creamy pumpkin. This was poured last September 2024. And this is one that I have warmed like last fall and this fall. And I love this. Like, to be honest, the first time I smelled it on cold, I was like, okay. And to me, it doesn't sound like it would go together, but it is such a pretty, creamy pumpkin scent mixed with that Beach Nights. It pairs together beautifully. This one lasted 24 hours for me. 24 hours. Okay. So you know that is an excellent performer. Absolute fan. I love that one. So let's see. Let's look at what our favorites are going to be. Let's see if I can figure that out while I talk to y'all. So how was y'all's week? I feel like it was a kind of busy, chaotic week. We had open house at my daughter's school. So that, you know, it was busy. It was a week. It was a week. But it is the weekend. I am enjoying it. And I would love to know, how are the temperatures for y'all? It has finally cooled off here to like a much more comfortable temperature. Now we're like landing in the mid 80s, which is beautiful to me. I hope it stays like that for quite a while. As far as I'm concerned, fall is here. So let's talk about our favorites. I love both from the Ebony and Ivory zucchini bread sampler, the blueberry cobbler zucchini bread, as well as the banana nut caramel maple and zucchini bread. Both are fabulous, and I would love to get a tub of both. Pumpkin Beach Party from Second and Spruce. Look, anything that lasts in my house for 24 hours and I like the scent obviously has to be a favorite. And then Date Night from Everything Vice. I thought this was just like a pretty sexy scent. So that's everything that I warmed this week. I would love to know, are you all melting more fall than summer scents now? As you can see, it's still a mixed bag for me, but I'm slowly tiptoeing my way into some fall scents before I just go head over heels into fall in October. Can you please stop? Thank you. So I would love to know if you all are also melting all things fall, or are you still enjoying anything warm weather related? Let me know down in the comments below. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you like videos like this and you are not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to decide to do so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.